Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Rochelle from Rochelle.Handmade.Designs, and in this video I am finally doing that collaboration with the lovely Talisha from CreativiteebyT. Alright, so listen. So if you looked at my Friday sews from Friday, then you know Talisha and we decided that we were going to do a collaboration with the lovely fabric that I have on. Yes, so I do not know what Talisha created. She do not know what I created. The only thing that we agreed on was Ruffles. So when we agreed on Ruffles, ruffle there, ruffle there, ruffle there. So I was game on with the Ruffles. So the pattern that I used to create my top was Simplicity 8341. It is a Mimi G pattern. Mimi G has a tutorial. However, because I have done so many button-down shirts, I did not need the tutorial until I got to the, I think it's the, what is it? The bias tape for the sleeves. Yes, that's what it was. And the reason why is because I was just like, it's not gonna look right with just serging, you know, the armhole and turning it under. I was like, that doesn't even seem right. I remember reading that you need bias tape when I picked up all my notions. So I was like, well, what am I going to use the bias tape for? Well, that's when I pulled out the instructions and looked at Mimi G's tutorial at the same time. When I got to that part after creating everything, putting everything together, I noticed that I need bias tape. So I do not buy bias tape. Why buy bias tape when you can make your own bias tape? So I make my own bias tape all the time with scrap fabric. So I just had some left over and I created my own bias binding. So I have bias binding as the sleeve, at the top of the sleeve, and also right here underneath I have bias tape on that area as well. All right, so a couple of things with the pattern. Did it look like the pattern itself? Of course, yes. My top looked exactly like Mimi G pattern 8341, amazing pattern. Now, I was originally going to do a dress, but because I didn't have enough fabric to cut out the pockets, I scratched that because all my dress, skirts, whatever, has to have pockets. Unless it is a special occasion, it has to have pockets. I just refuse to do anything without pockets. I like to throw my keys in there. I like to throw my phones in my pocket. So I have to have pockets. So without pockets, I was like, nope. So one thing I do when I decide to do a pattern is I lay all my pieces out on the fabric, and that tells me if I have enough fabric or not. I refuse to start cutting pieces out on fabric, and then you get halfway through cutting and then you don't have enough fabric. That have happened to me many a times in my earlier days of sewing. So I refuse to do that now. So I literally lay my fabric out on the floor in my sewing studio, put all the pieces down how I want it to be cut, and then see if I have enough fabric. So that is a tip that you can use just in case you're not sure how much fabric you need for what you sew. Make sure you make your adjustments first before you do that. So that's a tip number one. Number two, so I cut a size 14 on the pattern. One thing I want to mention is if you have the pattern of size 6 through 14, on the tissue paper, it shows a size 14 having a finished garment measurement of a 45, which in my case, that's why I cut a size 14. However, that is incorrect. The finished garment measurement for a size 14 is a 43. Now, normally I go for a 43-inch bust for the finished garment measurement. I am a 40 and a half when it comes to the bust measurement. So because of that, I like to have 2.5 inches to 3 inches of ease. With that being said, 43 works perfectly. However, with a nice bra, it's a little tight. So what I have to do is make sure that I wear either a sports bra or a bra that doesn't have a lot of cushion. Now, I do not wear push-up bras or bras that have those little wires in them. So I buy a bra and take the wire out of it. I know it's TMI, but that's what I do because I don't need any push-ups or whatever. And those wires only last for a little bit of time. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So that's the second thing, is a size 14 on the tissue paper. It's incorrect. It's not a 45. It's a 43-inch finished garment measurement. Now I want to talk about the waist. So on the waist, on the pattern, it says that the waist is a 28. Well, I'm not a 28-inch waist, I'm sorry. But my waist measurement is a 32.5. With that being said, I had to add 4.5 inches for my waist. And what I had to do basically is grade from the bust to the waist. Now, because I made sure that my top stops at my belly button, there was no need for a hip measurement, but the hip measurement says that if I would have cut a 14 all the way down, it would have been a 38. That doesn't work for me because my hip is a 44-inch. So I would have had to grade that by 6 more inches. So, I mean, I don't know many individuals who cut a pattern all the way straight down on one number. It's always, I have to do some grading for every pattern that I cut, so I am aware of those issues, but that's just the pattern itself. This is amazing. Now, I'm gonna put the photos up and talk through the photos as well. So I paired this 2 ways. So the first time I paired it with jeans and some brown heels that's been in my been in my closet forever. I love these brown heels. They're amazing. So I took this with the blue jeans. I love the blue jeans. I had it in my head that I was going to wear the top with blue jeans. And it came to me on the day during Ankara Appreciation Week where the day was Ankara and denim. So that's why I went ahead and wear the top with denim. Then I paired it a second time with a skirt that I made during my Disney African Princess collection back in February. I paired it with that skirt. That was the Snow White skirt that I created utilizing Simplicity 1369. I love that pairing. My husband thought that it was a dress. It is not a dress. It is 2-piece. It is the top and the skirt. So I loved it that way. Really, that was my favorite. I did not think that I was going to pair it that way, simply because that was not originally in the plan. It was just to take photos with, you know, the Ankara top and denim pants, and that was it. But when I went to my closet, I remembered that I had the Snow White skirt that I made back in February, so I just wanted to play around with it and see if I was gonna like it, and I like it that way better than the denim. So that's that. Now that make sure you go and see CreativiteebyT Talisha. I'll put her link below in the description box below. Make sure you check out her video of what she created during this collaboration. Now that the collaboration piece is over, I want to show you the patterns that I picked up this week. I picked it up yesterday as part of the McCall's $1.99 sale. Now, y'all know, all week long, I've been showing patterns from McCall's 2010 all the way to 2019. So, what I am showing now is all the patterns that I picked up today. Well, yesterday, actually. I picked up yesterday during their $1.99 sale. It's still going on today. Today is the last day to pick up those McCall $1.99 sale. So I'm just going to take a little bit of time and show you exactly what I picked up. I picked up McCall and New Look. However, New Look was ringing up incorrectly. My store was New Look patterns was $1.79. So I'm just saying that I don't know if it was just it was ringing up correctly or if they're actually on sale for $1.79. If you want to try it, you could try with one pattern, see if it rings up in your store for $1.79. Go back and get some more. If not, New Look normally do not go on sale very often. They're normally $3.99. So when I get New Look patterns, I am aware of that price. All right, so let's go ahead and get right on into these McCall patterns that I picked up. The first one is McCall 8193. I love it. So I picked it up for view B and C on the pattern. And I'm going to go ahead and put these patterns up on the screen so you're able to see it in, you know, right in front of you instead of me showing you in my hand. So I like view B and view C on the pattern. I just cannot wait to get my hands on some fabric that will work with this pattern, but it's McCall 8193. The next one is 8194. I love view B on the pattern, and that's the view I would do when I get around to this pattern. All right, so the next one is 8195. I like view A and view C on the pattern. View B is amazing too, so I don't know which view I would do, but I just cannot wait to do this pattern as well. 8196, I like view A and C on the pattern, and those are the two views that I would do, and that's the reason why I picked it up. This is an easy pattern. You're able to use cotton blends on this pattern as well. So I mean, Ankara, you could use it if you want to do it with Ankara, because you know this is Ankara Appreciation Week. So I can see myself actually doing this in Ankara. I don't know if I would actually do it in Ankara because I just literally picked it up because I seen it in the pattern drawer, so I just literally picked it up. Next one is 8197. I picked it up for view B. You can use cotton blends, which means you can use Ankara fabric in order to do this pattern as well. Next one is 8198. I love view A and view C on this pattern, and those are the two that I would do. You can use cotton blends with this one, so this would be great to use for Ankara fabric as well. 8199. I picked it up for view B, but this reminds me of a pattern that was released like last year or something. So I can't think of the actual pattern, but this is similar to a pattern I already have now that I think about it. But I picked it up for view B, and that's the view I would do. This pattern, you can use cotton blends, which means you can use Ankara fabric for it. So I'm going to tell you which ones will work with Ankara fabric because it's Ankara Appreciation Week. So that's why I'm telling you which ones can work with Ankara fabric. All right, so the next one is 8202. So this pattern reminds me of Simplicity 8926. It's pretty much the exact same pattern for this pattern. I picked it up for both view A and view C. I could have done this for the ruffle challenge that we're doing today, but I didn't have this pattern. It would have been amazing because it has ruffles on this pattern, but because I didn't have it, I couldn't do it. However, it will be on my list to do. I like view A and view C on this pattern, and it's 8202. Next one, 8203. I am here for view C. Yes, you can use Ankara print for this one. This does call for cotton blends as well, so you can use Ankara print for that one. Next one is 8204. I like view C, the ties for this jumpsuit. You can use cotton blends, which means you can use Ankara print for this one as well, and it's 8204. 8205. Now listen, I had this pattern on my list. It's 8205. You can use cotton, which means you can use two different Ankara fabrics. I think Angie, I think her handle is Angie Boutique. Angie, she sewn this pattern with two different Ankara prints. I think one side was red, one side was white, or maybe she used a similar pattern. I'm not 100% sure. But if you look at Angie's, I'm going to put her handle up. But if you look at Angie's, I'm going to actually put the pictures up. If you look at Angie's skirt, amazing, amazing. It's similar to view C on this pattern. It's 8205, and you can use Ankara print with that. 8206, I love these cargo pants. Now, for me, I would use twill or denim for view C, but it's 8206. 8207, I love view C. I'm here for it. Me personally, I would use twill or denim for them, and it's 8207. 8209, I am here for view C, the jumpsuit. You can use cotton blends for this, which means you can use it. If your pattern says cotton or cotton blends, that means you can use Ankara fabric. So it's 8209. Next one is 8210. I love this coat. I mean, I'm just saying. I would use wool for the coat like it calls for in the pattern. 8210. 8211. Now me, I like it for view C and view B. I have enough off the shoulders something to the point where I don't need view A, but view B and view C is amazing, and those are the two views that I would be interested in doing. I wouldn't do it in Ankara fabric because I think just a solid color will work perfectly. Now this I would do in Ankara fabric. It's 8212. I'm here for A, D, and E like the model is wearing. Now, I don't need any more masks. I'm just saying, I don't need any more face masks. I mean, I think every state has lifted that mandate mask for COVID. So I wouldn't be making the mask. I have several of them for every single outfit that I have created throughout the year, but it's 8212. 8214. So I'm here for view C. I like that drop waist of this pattern, and I can't wait to do this dress. I might do it as like a dress series or something, but this is 8214. 8215. Now listen, I seen my girl Talisha, CreativiteebyT. She went on vacation about a week or two ago, and she popped up this pattern. Yes, 8217. And when I seen her with this pattern, it was already on my list, and I wrote down Ankara right next to the pattern to pick up. So of course, I will be doing this one in Ankara fabric, but I want to do it in view C. I think she did view B. I'm not 100% sure, but I am going to make view C in Ankara fabric with this pattern. 8220. I'm here for view B. I love that view. Now me, I would do it in like a settle floral, meaning not big florals, just little floral pieces, vines, roses, something like that for view B, but this is 8220. 8221. I love those shorts on view B, and that's what I would do for this pattern. And the last one of McCall's that I picked up for 2021, this is the summer 2021 patterns, by the way. It's 8222. I love view B and view A. I like all the views actually, but I'm here for view B. And you can use Ankara fabric, you can use cotton fabric, but me, I think for this, I would do a muslin in a cotton fabric and do view B. And then if I like it, I would go ahead and redo it in a different fabric, like twill or something to hold the structure, but it's 8222. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you those. I think I picked up about 8 or 9 new look patterns. First, and I'm gonna run through these quickly. It's 6692, love it. So I like view A. Now, one thing I wanna mention with new look patterns, because I am a curvy girl, new look tend to run small. All right, but here's the thing. If you know how to grade a pattern, it's fine, because I have sewn 3 or 4 new look patterns this year, and they fit perfectly if you know how to grade a pattern. So I would highly suggest picking up a new look pattern, even if you're a curvy girl, and grade it to meet what you want it to be. Now, I would always say, if you're not sure and you have never sewn with a new look pattern and you don't know their sizing, always use muslin. Use some test fabric first. It's okay. I would rather waste test fabric or some fabric that I don't have enough of, that's $2, versus wasting Ankara fabric that I paid, let's just say $6 or $7. Let's just be real. But that's something that you want to do when it comes to new look patterns. I have so many new look patterns over the years, so I still test for new look when it's a new pattern or a new style that I have not seen yet. But I like view A, and that's the view I'm interested in doing. 6693. I love view A, and that's the view that I'm interested in doing when I get around to this pattern. 6694. Now listen, I love view A, and this is on my list. Now, I'm going to tell you this. This is that pattern that I would do for Easter next year, as well as sew maxi for Mother's Day. So this is like at the top of my list to do for spring for sure. And this is 6694. Next one is 6695. I love view B. And I mean, I see that these are a lot of long dresses, which is perfectly fine for me because I have heels to go with it, is 6695. 6696, I love that slit on view A, and I'm here for it, so that's the view that I would do when I get around to this pattern. All right, next one is 6697. I'm doing a two-piece. I want to do Ankara fabric for the top and then a solid fabric for the skirt. Or I could do a two-piece in the same fabric, but not a busy or dark colored fabric. I could see this being made up, just kind of like how the model is wearing. Stripes would be great, or small prints would be great as well. You don't want to take away from what the two-piece is by doing something that's so busy. So if you tend to do the same fabric for this pattern, I would go very, very subtle. It's 6697. Next one is 6698. I love view A, the statement sleeve, yes. I love it, and that's the view that I am interested in doing when I get around to this pattern. All right, 6700, I love view A, and that's the view that I would do when I get around to this pattern. It's 6700. 6701, I love that one shoulder. Now listen, I don't even want to talk about one shoulders because the dress, yes, I have not taken photos in it yet. It is done. It is hemmed, and it's coming up pretty soon. So when I see one shoulder anything, I instantly think of the dress that I had many fitting issues with, Simplicity 8380 as the Mommy and Me. Love the fabric, which is why I did everything I could to fix that dress. And it's fixed and it looks amazing. I just haven't photographed in it yet. But this is new look 6701. Next one is 6702. Love the skirt. I'm here for view B, and that's the view that I'm interested in doing. All right, so I have two more. One is 6703. I'm here for the paperback pants, paperback skirt. However, I am here for view B, and that's the view that I love. Now, it looks like paperback skirt, but it is a jean style skirt. This would be something that I would probably do during the skirt series and utilize this pattern. Not sure yet, but it's 6703. Pick that pattern up. Next one is, and the last one is 6704. I love these paperback pants and the top as well. Yes, I love both of them. Now, my vision is to create just kind of like a print top, not an Ankara print, just regular print top and some solid color pants. That's what I have in my mind to do, but I never know. I switch all the time. It's 6704. So that's all that I have for both McCall patterns as well as new look patterns. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Also, turn on the notification bell so you are notified every time I upload a new video. And also go to Talisha's channel, CreativiteebyT, also in the link below, to check out her video on what she created utilizing this fabric. I have no idea what it is because we did not sneak peek each other's projects yet. We just told each other to use Ruffles. That's all we did. So that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching another video. So until next time, bye.